All the way alive. Mitch is giving the doggy some love and no one's on yet. Go right ahead.
Oh. They got that coming. Sorry, we're late, folks.
No one's on yet, babe.
No one's on yet. Let's see this thing.
See what thing?
Light. Well, that camera sure makes me look fucking weird. That's a little better. Tim, what's going on? What's up, Oos? Mr. Wilson, Ryan, what's happening? We're in StreamYard. Hi from Boise, Idaho. Oh, no, we went out to dinner. She got home and it's like, fuck it, let's just go get something to eat. We went to Lenny's. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It was not too bad. Will, what's going on, brother? There we go. Papa Jack, what's happening?
Papa Jack.
Smitty, what's going in? What's going on, brother? Irish Wood 775. We're doing good. We're doing good. I had some it was like chicken, chorizo, potatoes with Southwest sauce on there. It was all right. What's going on from New Zealand? Wow. Mr. Dizzy Spell, what's going on in New Zealand? Look at that, Oos. We got an island. That's considered like island, right? Islander. They get the Maori over there. Yeah. That's right. Yeah, you know, Lenny's is all right once in a while. Yeah. Matt Desto tapping in. Tiger Knot Woods, what's going on? Let's just say between Jen and Adrian, I really enjoyed it. Thought it was awesome. You hear that, babe?
What, baby?
Smokey Brian Snowden watched your interview with Jen.
Oh, he did.
Yep, said it was good. Said it was awesome.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. That's right. Well, I just been hanging out, you know. I recently had a little thing. Some guy got upset on social media. He made a comment about something like that I posted, and then went on about take your tinfoil hat off, but don't, like, in other words, like, not really insulted, but kind of, LA Dodger Blue, New Mexico, what's going on, brother? Yeah. And so I looked at his page, said he was a Freemason. And,
I asked him if he was a Freemason too, and he said
yes. And he said, yes, sir, right? So, I don't know, I studied some stuff on that. And so Freemasons have this spiel that, so in the Bible, there's a guy, Hiram. Hiram Abiff is supposedly the guy who built the temple for Solomon, right? Mr. Dizzy Spell, thank you so much, brother. Thank you, man. Wow. And so Freemasons say that Hiram Abiff was killed by Solomon because he wouldn't give up the secrets on how he built the temple and all this stuff, and that Freemasons, the secrets of Freemasonry and Freemasonry stems from Hiram Abiff, from the Old Testament in the Bible. Oh yeah, yeah. Yep. Yeah, he did, brother. He's a good dude. Uh, that's right. That's right, Oos. Everything is going good, Big Uso. Live from Iraq. Oh wow. There we go. Yeah, we got some Islanders in the house. Do you think reds made whites popular to smoke? I don't know. Do I think reds made whites popular to smoke? That's kind of funny. I don't know. I never smoked any of that shit.
No, he's talking about like isn't he talking about Marlboro Reds?
Do you think reds made whites popular to smoke?
Right, get it? Marlboro. That's funny.
Well, reds are also barbiturates.
Okay, well, that's where, of course, you would go first.
So I don't know. But so anyway, I kind of it's up to Brian. Anyone that turns the life around, shit ain't easy. That's right, brother. And so I go, oh, really? Hiram Abiff, really? And he got a little offended, I guess. And he started saying, you're no better than the jury that convicted you and all this. I'm out, So I'm like, all right, I studied some of that stuff on Freemasonry, and Albert Pike was considered the Pope of Freemasonry in America, the godfather of Freemasonry in America, all that stuff. Humboldt County, what's going on? TOB. How you doing? So, the secret to Freemasonry is they say there's a bunch of secrets and all that shit. 33 levels and, all this stuff. The secret is there are no secrets. It's a joke. And so,
Sorry, do you have your phone with you?
Yeah.
I need you to give me the code when it gives you that.
Okay. So Albert Pike was, let me turn my phone on. Is it coming in text? One time it's 419561.
419561.
Yep.
Sorry, everybody.
So religiously, they are pantheistic. They believe in multiple gods. And they allow people to say they're Christian, but I've read that if you say prayers to Christ in a Masonic temple, they have to cleanse it afterwards. I'm going to just go this way. Albert Pike wrote Morals and Dogma, which is like a Bible to Freemasons. And Albert Pike was a Confederate general in the Confederate Army. He was part of the regular Union Army, United States Army, but yeah, he changed sides in the Civil War. Oh, wow. Thanks so much, Jake. Thank you. Thank you, man. And so Albert Pike, they say he was homosexual. He spoke 16 different languages, and he wrote letters to the Pope, and was that he practiced the veneration of Lucifer. He was an avowed Satanist. He said that Freemasons practiced the veneration of Lucifer, and that Christians needed them as much as they needed Christians. So it's like two sides of the coin, or some was kind of his philosophy. That's right. Yeah. So anyway, that's Freemasonry, and he wrote and designed a lot of the rituals that Freemasons go by today. He was a Scottish Rite Mason. And so they say that when you join a Masonic lodge, you go through a lot of rituals and stuff that, if they were designed by him and they're, you're doing some kind of satanic rituals without even knowing it. I don't know if that's true or not. But anyway, old boy got kind of upset and said, "Hey, adios, I'm out and peace out." And you're basically you're a scumbag. You're not who you say you are. You're not, you're not rehabilitated. You're this and that and the other. So the bottom line, what I'm saying is that he had a pretty thin skin. I mean, if you're gonna put yourself out there on social media and kind of criticize somebody's opinion or somebody's post, guess what? You're setting yourself up for a rebuttal. And if you can't take it, don't put it out there. That's kind of my take on that. What's your take on that? Homeless in America. What's going on, brother? I hope you're not homeless. No, Albert Pike. Yeah, there you go. I told them the Freemasons are spin masters, and they're masters of the spin, That's right, Oos. JP 506. Things are good. Things are good. Things are good. Well, homeless in America, where do you live? Maybe somebody out there can help you out. I don't know. I really don't like hearing about people being homeless, Viking beliefs and religion. Homeless in Seattle. I like the Viking mythology. I watched the Viking show on History Channel, I think it was, till it got kind of crazy,
We were out the second season.
Well, I watched it in prison.
The one that we watched?
All of them.
Did you?
Oh yeah, yeah. I had to watch it all. Whacked for farting in a cell disrespectfully in prison or jail. I don't know if anybody got whacked for that. Hey, homeboys in Seattle, if anybody's up that way that can help old boy out with a place to live or a leg up, where he can start helping himself out, let us know. Yeah. Viking mythology. I don't know, I mean, they say Odin used to fly around the sky in a chariot, right? Well, they also say in the Bible, in Ezekiel, that he saw, a wheel within a wheel with eyes all around. And they say people have left this earth in fiery chariots, right? Elijah left the earth in a fiery chariot. And they say that Enoch left the earth. He didn't die. He left the earth. So, I don't know. I don't know what happened to the businessman. Hasn't been in touch with me for a minute, Jason. So, maybe there's some validity to it. Maybe it's just, Jesus said he had other people, right? There's things in the Bible, if you read them, to me, they make a lot of sense with other cultures, Hell yeah, Jason, you're more than welcome. We look at what's that? I don't know about going to Virginia City. I got some youngsters that do wheelies and stunts on their Harleys, and they go to Carson City in September, Street Vibrations. and basically I can set up with him for free. So I'm gonna hook up with him. I'm doing a shirt with him. There you go. What's up, Bruno? Let's see. That's right, brother. Yeah, I do believe I like the Viking mythology. I don't know how much of it is, where it I don't know where exactly where all of it comes from, but it's part of a culture, I guess, that I am part of. As far as my bloodline goes, and I like it. And there were guys in prison that, like my friend Tommy was asked me to make a horn for him in the hobby shop so they could do their thing. I've been there, but it costs money to set up a booth there in Virginia City. And if I set up a booth with our friends, it doesn't cost any money. And there's a lot of people in Carson City too that go to the Harley Davidson thing and they do stunts. So we'll see. People were asking if we go to the spring fling. We went springtime last year, but we were in Reno. We took it pretty bad. We lost quite a bit of money. Yeah, Virginia City seemed to be quite a different thing though. I liked what I saw when we went in September, So what do you sell? We sell t-shirts at your booth. We sell prints, hats, t-shirts, same stuff we have. Yeah, Spring Vibe site sucked for us. We sell the same stuff we have on our website, We got the prints on, we got to get them up. Well, we got some prints. I'm going to grab one real quick. I finally got this hook.
Are they inside?
Yeah, they're right over here.
It's okay.
Yeah. I got these printed. So instead of printing, I'll check it up and let you know I live here. Oh, wow. Cool. Thank you. That's right, Wayne. Brian's an awesome dude. So this is Masonite panel. I primed them white. And I had the prints. These are 16 by 20. They're printed. So one thing I did was when I got my job at the cornhole, I'm trying this backwards. I worked at the cornhole, making place. This is printed right on the board, What's up, Rich? Look at that, Rich. What's going on? Thank you. Yeah, thanks for tapping in, bro. I don't know. I don't know what book I would recommend, my friend, really. And then here's another one. So we got these printed. This is printed right on the Masonite. So instead of getting, Dave Mann, yep. Yep. Debbie's on.
Hi, Debbie.
Deep Para. That's right. You got a new handle there. Elbow call. And call today. Oh, dang. Let's see. The grocery gig's going good. Rich, how's it going to call it? The grocery, Captain 77, what's going on? Jeff, let me know, recommend the Eaters of the Dead. There, bitch and book about Vikings. That's right. So we're going to have these up on our site, and we're going to sell these when we go to events, So that's one thing we'll be doing, Man, it's comments one pretty quick. The grocery gig is pretty easy. What's going on, T Killa? Yeah. There we go. The Last Kingdom. I'm sure you could Google that. You could research that and find some books quick. You know. Here's the deal. Like with this guy that got butt hurt because I made a couple comments. You know, the comments went back and forth, whatever. But the thing is, what's up, Chewy? You eat? So here's the deal. You got to have thick skin, right? There you go. And I don't really put it this way. Aleister Crowley said you should never disrespect another man's religion. And that's kind of where I'm at. And what's going on, Slick? How you doing, bro? And that's my thing. Like I believe that's what this country. One of the founding principles of this country was. Here we are. Is that every man has the right to believe what he wants to believe. We don't come from a place of there's no state religion. There's no they should never disrespect another man, but yeah, there you go. There's a book. Let's see. Cool. What's that? If you like it, love it. As far as the religion goes, no sweat of mine. Yeah, right. Right. Any put on a night surgery in my guts. Oh wow, Jack. I hope you come through that, and I hope you get better. Let's say some prayers for Papa Jack. Yeah, so I mean, I'll believe it. People should believe what they want to believe, and it doesn't preclude me from being their friend or being interested in them as a person. Sometimes what people believe make them a more interesting person, to me. Oh boy. So when I went down to see Daniel, that's one thing I liked about Daniel, Marvelous Inc. He has yeah. He has some interesting beliefs, man, that make him a really interesting person and a solid dude. And he's got his beliefs down. I like that. Everyone has a story, and I don't know, to say that some kind of that I'm wrong about something and whoop whoop whoop, and then when it comes back to you, get butt hurt. I mean, you got to have a thick skin. Wimpy James, Plumpy, Danny C, Danny O. I don't know, Smitty. Let me see. Let me read those again. James Plumley, Danny C, Danny O. I don't know them. I knew a Danny Dog, Danny Rawlinson. Danny. I know a Dano. I know a Dano, and I know a guy's last name is Clark. He's a homeboy. But I don't know anybody Wimpy. I don't know. I'm sorry, I don't know the names. The new wall, Funky Next is about Lee Barracks and a couple others that were him. It takes place 100 years after Ragnar Lothbrok died. I'm gonna have to check that out. Hey, babe, they got a new Vikings Valhalla on Netflix. I guess it's pretty good. Korea checking in. Yeah, the Greenlander. I don't know, Danny Ray. Look at that. That's right. So that Eric the Red Sun. So I found both you and Daniel interesting in that video. Had me thinking. Yeah, Daniel's a good dude, man, and he's smart. I like him. He's a good dude. So they named Greenland. So people in Iceland is actually the habitable place. There were people living on Greenland at one time, but it's mostly ice. And they named it Greenland. So when people came there, they would land there and go, man, this is, they would leave. They didn't want people coming there, I did do a DNA test. Shasta County boys, do you know? Not too many. There's not a lot of Shasta guys in places I've been. I did know Blaster, but he went out sideways. I think they landed over there in Newfoundland. Yeah. Yeah, Blaster turned out his dad was an ex-DEA agent or some shit. But yeah, I heard some stuff, he kind of went out sideways. Yeah, most of them guys go to different prisons. They were using Susanville as a reception for them. And yeah. Well, a guy they call Blaster, I don't know his real name, but Blaster went out sideways after I left, and I guess his dad used to be in some kind of federal agent, FBI or DEA or something. I never knew that. I found that out recently. The Beard Gang is strong. That's right. The Randy Caverns. Let's see. Okay, so my DNA. For those of you that don't remember, you weren't around. I spoke on it before, but I was always raised to believe that I was Scott Irish, and so I got an ancestry DNA test for my birthday a couple of years ago. And my mom was like, well, you don't need to do that. You know what you are, And I'm like, yeah, okay, Mom. So this guy pops up, boom, says he's my cousin. I never seen him before in my life. His DNA markers match mine 1,800 and something. My mom's matched me 3,000, and my cousin, my mother's brother's son, yeah, matches me 500. So anyway, we get in touch, and he goes, "Hey, call me," I do, and he goes, "I don't think I'm your cousin. I think I'm your brother," and it turns out he is. Oh wow, wow. So anyway, I got a brother, and it turns out I'm like 42% German, 40% Western Europe, Welsh, English, Scottish, 13 or 14% Irish, and then the rest is like Scandinavian countries, So, yeah. yeah. So, you know, so I got my mom to cop to it. She was messing around. So the guy I thought was my dad, who split when I was a year old, year and a half old, he's not my dad. And you know, my real dad passed away before I got to meet him. But I do have two brothers and two awesome nephews out of the deal that I never knew I had. So I got a new family for my birthday that year. You know what I mean? You know, I mean, yeah, so that was pretty cool. Yeah, that's why Mama didn't want a DNA test, huh, Chewy? But you know, I mean, people do things when they're young, and there's company, you know, yeah. And my wife has a similar story, you know. So yeah, I'm German, Western Europe, English, Scottish, Irish, Scandinavian. Yeah, pretty interesting, you know. Uh, and you look at photographs of my dad when he was young, and when I was young, same age, I looked just like him, you know. And then obviously, well, got skeletons. That's right. My brother looks a little different. I guess his mom was from Spain, you know, Spanish descent, you know, but we have some similarities. Trust that. I am, and this is a bottom line. I agree with Slick right here. You know, gotta be some Polak in here somewhere. Yeah, I don't know, but let's see. Yep, I agree. What's going on, Andrew? Yeah, so you know, I mean, I think you know, even back then, people should have just been honest with their kids. You know, would have eliminated a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Check the box. It doesn't. Criminal searches said. I don't know. I don't know because you know, if you're in prison, you're a violent offender. That they can take your DNA, and they don't have to let you out. I'm like, I'm not taking a fucking DNA test, and they go, well, you're not going to get out unless you take it. So I took it. I got no, you know, no hidden beefs, none of that shit. So I'm out. But yeah, you will take a DNA test if you got a violent crime before you get out of prison. Uh, oh yeah, I can imagine. So what's going on with the truckers, man? Uh, you see Codone, what's going on? Just doing, but I just did a bunch of prison time. I did a bunch of prison time, and I am not. I'm not a member of any organization. I ride motorcycles. You know, I know a few guys motorcycle clubs here and there, but I'm not in a motorcycle club. So, you know, Spinal, what's happening? Yeah, I'm not in. I'm not. Yeah, I like that. I like that. American flag, Mexican flag, hand in there. I dig that. What's going on? I'm pretty much an independent guy. You know, I don't like people telling me what to do, cops or otherwise. So, uh, thank you, Fresno, checking in. Thanks for checking in, bro. I got some friends down that way. Well, I did when I was in the pen. One of them passed away while in the prison. Tommy Sublette. He was a Fresneck. He was a super cool dude from Fresno. Uh, Independent, white. All that's right. That's right. I am white and I am independent. You know, but look, I have friends and I am loyal to my family and my friends. You know, and I don't care who my friends are. I'm loyal to them. You know, that's. Uh, uh, What's up? Thanks for tuning in. Better late than never, right? I do. I knew a guy, Maxwell Schmott. He was from Paramount. I was in YA with him. His last name was Schmart. Yeah. I do know you. My pops was a sprint car racer. You know, he died before. They call him Tomcat. Tom. His last name was Funkner. Oakhurst. I don't know where Oakhurst is. Where is Oakhurst? And then I knew a guy that went all bad named Tom Dearmore. He was from Bellflower. So Tom Dearmore was in. I got sent to OH Close. T Killer, I didn't see it. I might not have seen it. Yeah, so Tom Dearmore, he was from Bellflower. I beat him up in youth authority, and we became friends. And when I got my case, he wrote me from prison. You know, he had some. He was. What was the question? I gotta see. They go kind of. I don't catch them all the time. I don't know how to move them down. So, but I don't know if I didn't see it. What was it, T Killer? Let me know. What's going on, Brian, up in Canada? What's going on, brother? Brian Chappelle. Is that Chappelle or Chapel? Thanks for watching, bro. You're up there in Canada. We got, you know, our friend Kel. He's up there in Canada too. We got kind of quite a few guys from Canada watch. It's pretty cool, actually. Yeah. So my dad was a sprint car racer. He's a pretty cool dude, but you know, sadly, he passed away before I got to meet him. You know. Yeah, I don't think I saw it. T Killer. And now you got my curiosity, you know. But hope all's well. Yeah, so anyway, I'm getting ready for the riding season. I'm gonna try and get as many shirts stacked up as I can and hit the circuit with these kids that do stunts, man. They're super cool. You know, one of them's actually in county jail for 5 months for doing stunts on the street, you know. I don't know if he was doing wheelies or seen that dude homeless in Seattle on the other channel. Oh wow. You know, so I used to go ask out one of the kids to see sprint cars. That's right. Same face back in the day as opposed to today where everyone puts their this out online. You think that's maybe a reason why your mom didn't tell your pops. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I mean, you know, my mom didn't. My mom was weird, man. Timestamp. Well, killer's quick. There we go. Homies. You know, back in the day, it was about saving face, T Killer. You know, I was born in 1961. My mom got divorced from my guy I thought was my dad when I was a year and a half old. And back then, for a woman to be single with a kid, divorced, it had a lot of stigma to it, man. It was not cool, you know. In the woods, long that guy named Lydell. So, I don't know Alan Lydell. Sorry. Thanks for a shout out, Canopy, please. You know, your friend. That's right. Jimmy J. What's going on? Yeah, you know, back then it was a different time. I mean, now you got chicks with 4 or 5 kids, single, no big deal. People are like, yeah, whatever, you know, no big thing, you know. Back then it was a stigma that went with that, you know, single women with kids. Woohoo, you know, she's bad, you know. Um, but you know, times have changed. So a lot of that was saving face, and a lot of it was, you know, she was probably ashamed. I can tell you this: about a week before she passed away, she was pretty morphined up. You know, cancer was taking her, and she, you know, I'd go in and hold her hand, and she goes, "I did a bad thing," you know, and I go, "What are you talking about, Mom?" And she goes, "I did a bad thing," and you know, she goes, "It was a sexual thing," and she's talking about, you know, having sex with my dad, and when she was married to this other guy I thought was my dad. He was up in Washington in the Air Force, and she went over to Sacramento and got with the guy who is my dad, who was my dad, and here I am. So I mean, it's something that bothered her, obviously, on her deathbed, you know. And I thought, it's all right, Mom, don't worry, you know, no trip. But you know, I just tried to calm her, you know, her anxiety over it, whatever. But yeah, you know, it's a different time now. I mean, shit, man. You know, chicks that do porn now are fucking glamorized. I mean, you know, it's a totally different world now. Donette, what's going on? Adrian said, "I see in the back room." That's a totally different time we live in. Um, you know, you got single dads raising kids because their moms run off. I got a friend down the hill. Yeah, he's raising his son, single dad, because the kid's mom is, you know, I don't know if it was love or just a one night stand or what, Debbie, but but you know, whatever. Here I am, you know. Yeah, we could, you know, we could, you know, it might have been a better time, you know, in some ways. Uh, a single dad. He is amazing. That's awesome. You know, things were different back then. People didn't question the government. I mean, look, they sucked us into Vietnam on a lie. You know, the Gulf of Tonkin never really happened. That's what got us into that's cool, Grumby's homies. You know, they got us into a war, and you know, the thought of going to prison always scared me. 13 months bid, but you know, there's nothing really worth jail, Canada. Good. Thank you, Oos. Thank you. People in the business out here for the world to see. It's strange to me. It is strange to me too. You know, she watches TikTok, and they got some dude who's claiming to be an Indian and Elgin Molestics Detention Center. Wow. You know, and he's been having sex with these white chicks, and now they're all coming up, and you know, yeah, you know, it's weird. It's all over TikTok, so it just you know, um, we have 100 bioweapons lab in the Russian-Chinese borders. What's that? We have 100 bioweapons labs on the Russian and Chinese borders. I don't know if that's true, you know. I don't know if that's true, Ryan. You know, I wouldn't yeah, it is, you know, it is weird, you know. Uh This. Yeah, it is hard to believe. Yeah, people put their business out on social media like it ain't shit, and they put a lot of stuff out there to me that's kind of shameful. I mean, I don't know. It's weird. You know, it really is. It's very, you know, I've seen this thing on Instagram or Facebook. It said people are quick to believe a sweet lie over the bitter truth. So, some on the gram. Loose lips sink ships. That's right, brother. People don't want to hear the truth and lie. I mean, they just want to live some fucking weird fantasy that they're just stupid and asking for trouble. Yep. People are weird, man. I mean, they're putting stuff out there that I wouldn't even talk about with anyone. Some of the shit they say, That's right. That's right, Donette. It's just a weird generation that we live in, man. I mean, they glamorize stuff that I think is stupid, and they glamorize stuff that I think is shameful, and boobs and butts. That's the hey slick. That's the small of it right there. It really is. That's the uh, that's the that's minimal shit right there. I mean, they do some weird shit on there. People are weird. Uh, uh, mental breakdowns on social media. Some things need to be kept private, right? Yep. Yep. I agree. Uh, we're living in a strange society, man. And then people put all that shit out there, and then they get their feelings hurt over nothing. What's going on, left lane? Yeah, there you go. What's going on, left lane? How you doing? If you're gonna put yourself out there, then you got to have a thicker skin. You can't just be like, "Oh, you hurt my feelings," and all this other crap these kids do now. It's not just kids. Uh, I could tell you some things that go on in the workplace that I hear from. Yeah, they are slick. It was a trip watching all this out. Hey, look. Uh, I used to sit in prison and go, man. Live stream committing crimes, real smart. I tell you, that's right. I used to think, man, what the fuck's going on with prison? I just could not understand it, and it changed so much. And now that I'm out here, I know what happened. This generation happened, and there's so many attention whores out there. That's right. That's right, Brian. Every time. Mm, yep, there it is, right there. Just you got people letting their 5-year-old kids, their 5-year-old boy say, I think I'm a girl, right? I mean, that kind of sums it up. Like, I mean, what kind of parent is that? You know, yep. All right, here we go. Advice on getting sober besides just do it. That's a pretty deep question, bro, and obviously it's a question you want to answer to. So I would think, think about it. What are the benefits of drinking, and what are the benefits of getting sober? Embarrassing shit with generous embarrassing. So, came from one of the older Grateful Dead tapes. So, what are the benefits of drinking, and what are? I always say my kid. Yep, they never stay private. That's right. So, what are the benefits to you of drinking? What's the outcome of drinking? What's the outcome of getting sober? Right? Think about that kind of stuff, you know. What kind of things are you losing? Why are you even considering getting sober and stop drinking? Uh, what's going on? D Green and Louisiana. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, my better half something, ain't she? I really am grateful for her. I'll tell you that. Barracks. Stay down. So you know, some people can drink, have a couple drinks, put aside, kick back. That's it. Some people can't. Uh, you know, watch my interview that I did that we posted today with Brian. Watch the whole interview. Brian's clean, sober, and he didn't start life that way. And you know, and he will tell you some of the benefits of being clean. As far as how to get clean, you know, they got rehab, they got AA meetings. You know, if you want to start with an AA meeting, and you know, you can go to AA meetings until you get it. You don't have to be not drinking to go, but if you go to an AA meeting or NA, but and you're drinking, you're not supposed to speak. You know, you can say, "Hey, my name's so and so, and I got a problem with alcohol and stuff," but you're not supposed to tell stories while you're drunk. You know, while you're drinking. Um, you know, thank you, brother. Yeah, look at Debbie. Yeah. So, you know, you can start with an AA meeting, and if you see somebody in that meeting, you can say, "Hey, look, I got a problem with alcohol. I want to stop drinking. I don't know where to start. I don't know where to turn. I need some help." Or you can say that in the meeting, and all them dudes have been there, done that, and you know they're there to help each other, and they will help you. Trust me, I know. You know, I've been to a lot of NA meetings. Because drugs are my thing. Alcohol really wasn't an issue. With my issue was speed. You know, crank, reds. You know, weed, whites, and wine. You know, smoke weed, drink wine, snort crank. That was the deal. So I don't fuck with crank. I don't fuck with drugs. You know. Thank you, Tequila. But I would start with an AA meeting. They have resources beyond the meetings. I'm sure that you can get in touch with. Uh, uh, really, things about relapse. Not too long after I decided it was finally time to stop drinking, first for myself, and then probably support my loved ones. There you go. Yeah, Jeff. So, if you have the money and the time, where it won't interfere with your work, yep, support. You gotta have a support. You gotta have a structure. You know, you can go to a rehab. There's plenty of them out there. I don't know. You know. All right, Slick. Yeah, so there's things out there, you know, like if some people don't have a problem with alcohol, some people do. If you recognize you have a problem with alcohol, you know, you got to deal with it because it will wreck your life. Uh, you know, I used to work with this guy when I was grinding metal at the machine shop, and he was a welder, and that dude used to drink 2 or 3 quarts of vodka every day. And that's right. And I remember one day he called and he said he wasn't coming to work because he didn't have any money to buy any vodka. He needed that vodka to get up in the morning. And, you know, his family ran the business. I think he was a cousin or something. And he broke for lunch, came back, you know, drunk. They come in, you're fired. They fired him. His own family ran the shop. So, you know, alcohol, man, it's a hard, hard way to go. It's a hard thing to kick, you know. So good luck. And what's going on, Sharpest Art? My Prince family died with 7 in my 7 years gone. Too many from ODing to my best friend's married. Go do in 3 months. Up at you wasn't. Man, it sucks, dude. Yeah, it could be. There you go. Yep. You got to have the desire, my friend. You know, alcohol's a motherfucker, man. I mean, I think alcohol's, well, some of these drugs they got nowadays are pretty bad, but alcohol's just as bad. Because the hard part about booze is it's legal, you know. So we're gonna do our ride. We're looking at May 13th through the 16th, and let's see. Let's see. So you're gonna stay. There you go, brother. It's a place to start, you know. What's up, Dave? Yeah, so we're gonna take that motorcycle ride up into NA meetings on Zoom. Alcohol's everywhere. Yeah, we're gonna ride up into Oregon. I think we have about 3 or 4 people that are down so far to go. So we're gonna do our Hard Intentions motorcycle ride, and I think we got Big Will's gonna follow in a truck. We're gonna have a good time. We're gonna have a good fucking time, and what's going on? What's going on, South Central, brother? Yeah, you know, that's where I paroled. I loved it down there. That was my first experience of freedom. I got to trim this thing. Looks like I got a hanger there. It's my mustache grows weird. This ride is going to be May 13th through May 16th out of Sacramento into Oregon. So we're going to do a little ride. I think we got Chuck, Gabe, and one other person. John. We got John coming. That's 3. I'm thinking there's one other person. So that's at least 4 of us. There might be another one. What's going on, Redwood? I was just thinking about you today, my friend. I saw this Indian. It's a bagger. Yeah, that's right. And it was all red and it had black Indian head and trim. It's pretty badass. I thought, man, I should have snapped a screenshot of that and shot it to you, you know? Oildale, what's going on, Soper King? Yeah, we did about 2,000 miles on our trip to Arizona. I don't know if you saw Redwood, but we went through a rainstorm with 50-mile-an-hour winds. It was, you know, yeah, it was quite a deal. With some brothers, we'd love to link up. Yeah, it'd be cool. That'd be cool, Luce. So we're just gonna ride up into Oregon, and where my older brother. I was gonna see. That's right. Yeah, it was cool. It was cool. It was cool, Redwood. You know, riding through the rainstorm was kind of a trip because I was going down, I was in the right hand lane, but off towards the center, you know. The next thing you know, whoop, I was on the shoulder. You know, it was quite a quite an adventure going into Yuma. And then we rode through some rain over in Arizona a little bit, not a lot, but it was cool. I got to hang out with my homeboy, Gary, who I really want to do an interview with. He has a unique history. Never been to prison, but he's been Aussie Prison Talk. What's going on? Aussie Prison Talk. What's happening? Got that channel up. We're going the other way. We just went through Santa Monica on our way to Arizona. We took Highway 1. I'm gonna tell you something. Highway 1's pretty and all that stuff, but yeah, I didn't dig it. I didn't dig it. There's a lot of turns, a lot of Arizona's beautiful. You know, and then we got some motor home going 20 miles an hour for about a half an hour. It's all clutch, brake, shift, clutch, brake, you know, just too much, man. You know, parts of it are everything after Monterey on Highway 1 kind of sucked, you know, and then we got on the 405 in Los Angeles. You know, finally Brian caught the drift about that place. We had a Jap bike pass the splitting lanes, so Brian started splitting lanes, and we split lanes the whole way on the 405. That's if you haven't been to LA, man, LA traffic is a nightmare. There's 12 million people in LA County, and the 405 is a shitty freeway. I didn't dig it, but it was fun splitting lanes. And then some guy tried to squeeze Chris out in this big SUV. And I mean, he barely made it through. So when I went by, he smacked on their mirror. I don't know if I knocked it off or not, but I gave it a pretty good whack, you know. But yeah, it was quite a trip, man. It was an adventure, and that's what it's all about. So, and the guy I rode with is Brian. We dropped his interview today. Hope you guys dug it. But motorcycle adventures are fun. And, you know, Big Oos, if you come down, it'd be a pleasure to ride with you guys. It would. That's going to be May 13th through the 16th. We're going to go up in Oregon and then back down. We're going to try to plan it out a little bit. You know, hit the hotels, spend a night, do some riding, you know, hit the hotels, you know, and then the second half of the trip will be coming on back down, you know. It's going to be fun. I've been to Arizona and beyond twice now with my friends, and it's been a fun adventure. But I want to try to do a Hard Intentions ride every year. You know, maybe we can grow it, you know. What's Oregon like? Oregon's beautiful. A lot of trees. Oh, come on, brother. You can ride with us, you know. Oh, and when I was in Arizona, my homeboy Gary gave me this. I don't know if I showed you guys that. Look at that. Isn't that nice? He goes, I got something for you. Look at that, Damascus. I might have showed you that last week. I don't know. Look, it says Alonzo, USA. So that I've seen these kind of knives made like in Pakistan. Look at the handle's pretty cool. But this one's made in USA. Thanks again, Gary. That's nice, isn't it? I was telling my homeboy Mick about that. That's perfect. I dig it. A nice utility knife. Yeah, it used to be nice. Man, Redwood, you want to ride with us? We're gonna have a Hard Intentions. We're gonna have a Hard Intentions ride May 13th through the 16th. We're gonna leave out of Sacramento, and so you know, it'd be a pleasure to have you with us. You know, and maybe homeboy Ron. You never know. I want each of us in it because of criminal records. That's right. That's right. Like they do when they make knives out of toothbrushes. That's That's funny. Heck, that's just a utility knife. You never know when you need it, right? But oh yeah, it was cool, awesome. Just a 3-day ride, going up in Oregon. My mom was born in Oregon, in Coos Bay, Oregon, and cool, awesome. And so we're gonna take her ashes up there and spread them up in Oregon where she grew up, and we go to Arizona in February, and I think oh, cool, awesome, Redwood. Well, that's on the way, maybe that could be one of the stops, and it would be awesome having you and maybe Oos and guys that know how to ride in a group, that'd be badass, that'd be badass. So it's something we've been thinking about it for quite a while. We want to do something with the channel. May is a good time to go into Oregon because it's not storming, raining, and it's not a good time to, Arizona's cool. You can ride pretty much any time, but it gets hot. It's good to go in Arizona in February because it's not so hot, and it's good on your engine. So yeah, we'll talk. We're definitely going to do it. We got a couple guys already off the channel that want to go. It should be fun. It should be real fun, Yeah, we're going to take moms up there and put her ashes in the ground. I've been to some of the places she grew up in. I went up there for her 20th class reunion. It was pretty cool, I hear you, bro. I hear you. But you know what? When you ride down in that and it's cold, man, that motor just works really well, But there's guys that live down there in Arizona. They ride all year long, so they do it. I don't know how well. You got to change your oil out. I imagine get some thicker oil in that crankcase. It's something. That's right, tequila. That's something about that Indian. I drain the oil, put 6 quarts of oil in it, done. That's right. It'd be a pleasure to have you. Maybe you could start a Hard Intentions ride over there in Australia. Why not? Videotape it and shoot it to us. We'll put it on the channel. And, we will have some, we'll have to bring the GoPro. What was the hardest prison you've been? Prisons are different now. I was in New Folsom. It was kind of hard, but, San Quentin by far in the early 80s was probably the most violent place I've ever been in my life. If you got in a fight, they shot you with a shotgun. If they saw you stabbing somebody, they shot you with a Mini 14. What's up, Travis? How you doing? Yeah, it's a good idea. No exaggeration. There were 300 or 400 stabbings every year, and numerous murders every year. And I know some guys that got stabbed up there. The shotguns had 7.5 grain birdshot, and they quit using the birdshot because they didn't come out with wooden blocks until later, Ryan. That's long after. I can give you the history. I'll have to do a history of the weapons that staff used against us. What's going on, Ryan Forster? What's going on? Birdshot. Let's see. Sling Blade, what's going on? The Mini 14 shot a 223 round that they used. They shot a 223 round. We've been good, Travis. So the bird shot, it was called skip shot. So they're supposed to shoot it so it landed like 5 feet in front of you and bounce up off the ground into your legs. But they used to just straight shoot you with it. Yeah, 223 is the same round they used in Vietnam. And so what would happen was the bird shot would bounce off the ground and go in people's face. I knew a white dude and a Mexican dude that went blind from it. Up high, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a video about that, T-Killer. Okay, I don't know much about ammo, so, you know. No warning shots, Debbie, that's right. And so you could hear one time, I'm going to make a video about it, but yeah, so they quit using the bird shot and they went straight to Mini 14s, and then they went to 9mm with glazer rounds, and thank you so much, Up High. And like in New Folsom, they shot a Northerner. I think they shot him. They shot him in the shoulder. Thank you, Up High. South Central Love. They shot his arm off at the shoulder. He died. They shot some black dude in the leg on the yard and blew his leg off from the knee down. So they quit using the glazer rounds. It's the history of weapons in California prisons are by staff was I did not know Curtis Price. I do know he's dead. So all right, Chewy, come here. Come on. Chewy'd bother me. Chewy's sweating me, man. He wants to be on camera, don't you, buddy? Look at that. You want to be on camera, boy? It's my little gangster. Look at him smiling. Huh? Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Here was a pie. What was the different? Yeah, I'm gonna do a video on that, and hopefully I can do it tomorrow. I got to take her down the train station tomorrow. She's gonna go see the kids, and I'm gonna stay home, do some artwork, and I'll do a video. Thank you, Smokey Brian. Yeah, thank you. This here's Chewy. Yeah. See that? Who said, "What's up, homie?" Yeah. Yeah, what's up, homies? Chewy is a nervous licker. But where would I want to live if I could? Respect, Diego, Brandon. All right. What's up, Brandon? Did I meet you down there in Dago? Is that you? Yes, sir. What's up, Home Dirt? Thanks for checking in. Yeah, so I'm gonna do a video on that, on the weapons they used against us and how they used them, and you know what I mean, because they were dirty. They were dirty motherfuckers. You know. All right, buddy, go kick it. We'll be done in a while. You know, they did some dirty shit to us in there, man, and it took FBI and intervention of the federal courts and the FBI to make them stop. So, you know, that's a good album by the Reverend Horton Heat, by the way. Liquor in the front, poker in the rear, something like that. Yeah. Thanks for checking in from the hometown. You know, I went down there on my way to Arizona. Had a great time. I didn't get to spend as much time as I wanted to there, but it was fun. You know, it was good to. I got to see Andy and Brandon. It was fun. I got to see my old friend Travis. It was great. So, yeah, I missed the town. We pulled off for gas on Mollison Avenue, right off 8. Got gas, and it started raining. I did see the movie Felon. It's entertaining, but it's not very, you know, it's Hollywood. You know what I mean? It is Hollywood. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. I bet that was a badass show. I love Social Distortion, too. It's good. I got some free time. We'll do that interview. Yes. Yes. You got my hookup, right? Mitch Smiley 790 on Instagram or Mitch at heartintentions.com. I'd love to do an interview with you, you know. Let's see, do you ever have people getting disciplined by poking a butt cheeks so when they sit? No, I never heard of that. I never heard of that. You mean kind of like Midnight Express and the, what is it, Turkish prison or whatever, where they go around and stab each other in the ass? I never seen that. I never seen that in prison. But back in the day, you know, that's why they had so many stabbings in San Quentin, is because they would shoot you. They would shoot you for fighting, and they would definitely shoot you for stabbing. They would shoot you for horseplaying. They would shoot you for running in the wrong place. And so if somebody got mad at somebody, drink and gamble. Good old Nevada can drink and gamble. That's right. Thank you so much, up high. It really means a lot to me, man. It really does. You know, we're trying to trying to reach a new generation, keep them going to fucking prison and get their shit together. That's kind of what we try to do. No, they don't use air raid sirens. They use a gun. If you hear the shotgun or the rifle go off, and they have panic. Now they have alarms. The alarm will go off. That means you get, but you're not. If you're a white dude and the alarm goes off, there's something going on in the yard. You don't just get on the ground. You find out what's going on first, and then you go to a secure location. You don't just drop. You know, you go get with your people, make sure everything's good. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I'll get to that. That's right, is. Yeah, so nobody wants to get shot for beating some guy up because you're mad at him. So the equivalent of a fist fight back then was to go stab somebody, 3 or 4 times and keep it moving. So, I mean that was the equivalent of an ass beating. But of course, like my friend Joe Side, some dude socked him up, and a little while later, Joe came back with a piece and stabbed the motherfucker in the liver. No, the shower was not that dangerous of a place, Debbie. In prison, guys run up drug debts because they got money. It starts off, you get a drug debt, he pays it, gets another debt, he pays it, he increases the funds, pays it, and then the guy selling him the dope lets his homies know, hey, that guy's money's good, whatever. Yeah, I had some black friends in prison, bro. Safe spot. Could it be there a while, right? Yeah, yeah. When you get down on the ground, you're gonna be there for a minute. So what was that comment? So the drug debt. Now the guy's established his credit's good. Then he just runs it, and he'll run up a debt with this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy, because everybody knows he's gonna pay, and then he doesn't pay. And then in the white case of the whites, they'd be like, hey, back in the day, he would just get stabbed, maybe by the people he owed, you know. But now they come and tell the white dude, say that guy owes a lot of money, blah, blah, blah. White dudes would go around and ask for collection. And a couple of times they did that. I'm like, man, fuck you guys. I don't pay other people's drug debts, And one case in CMC West, I told him, man, you stab that motherfucker, I'll pay his whole debt. Charge points? No. What happens is he gets disciplined. He gets taxed. Yeah, like points, you mean like interest. He could pay interest. But yep, and shebang. So that's how drug debts get worked in there, You know what I'm saying? And to me, thank you, Brandon. Thank you so much. Well, I look up to you youngsters, man, out there, brother. I was just talking to somebody today. Princeton, that's right, JP1506. I was talking to somebody today down in Richmond and about the younger generation, and there's a lot of youngsters out there now that are good motherfuckers, man. I really appreciate them. I appreciate you, homeboy. Thank you. So look, I did an interview with a black dude on here named Dwan. Dwan had life without, and then because he was a juvenile, he got it down to regular life, and then because of SB 260, he got out. So Dwan went through counselor training, and then when they started the long-term offender program for lifers, I went in it. He was a mentor in the program. So basically, when I took anger management and one other program in the long-term offender program, he was basically a counselor. But they can't call him counselors because he's a prisoner. So they call them mentors. And he assisted the counselor who ran the program. And Dwan and Peter Park, who's a Korean guy, who's now living back in Korea. They extradited him or deported him back to Korea. Staying for time, huge in the feds, big money in there. Yep. So they helped me get out of prison. I remember being in a group one time with Dwan. He goes, man, you're just a white version of me. It was funny. He's a good dude, man. And he's a friend of mine. And yeah.
Congratulations, because he's getting married.
Yeah. I want to give him a big shout out. He's getting married. He's going down to, he's off parole. He's going down to Mexico to get married. Did you two know of each other since why? No, we didn't know. We met each other in prison, brother. So, yeah, I met him in that long-term offender program. I saw him when he got out. We're on our way back from, where the hell were we? Oh, we went down to see Big Mex, and on the way back, he was living in San Luis Obispo. We stopped by and see him, I'm going to get in the grade. Yeah. Yep. That's where we got to get. We got to get into younger. We got to get where it's at, man. They might have landmines around them. That dude over there is, hey, and I want to thank you, man, for that comment. I really appreciate that. I just try to keep it real with people. I'm wearing a skeleton face biker shirt to HD. This afternoon to get a park. A couple of dudes commented. And I told them how you designed it. While down, they were blown away. Wow, that's cool, brother. Well, that's the naughty biker. Awesome. Thank you. Some good people. There you go. Good people, humans, not color, race. I'd write a book, but I don't know where to start. I really don't. Now, I might be able to record the book, like talk into a tape or whatever and record it and then give it to somebody to write. I mean, I could do that, but I don't know where I should start. Should I start from, as far back in childhood as I remember or what? You know what I mean? I don't know if the mask has a website on it. I don't know. Sent to prison for life, man. I was there's a range company from DMC. You can't drive off road or go into the woodline. Some area landmines all over the place. Wow. Redneck Killer. Redneck Killer. Oh yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was yeah. That was China. That was that tattoo. Yeah, Redneck Killer. Yeah. Yeah, and as far as I know, he might be out. But he was good friends with Suge Knight. I don't want to drop names, you know what I'm saying? But I start with went laid to prison and everything since. It would be one hell of a story. Yeah, it would. It would. Yeah, I ran into him at Corcoran, I ran into him at DVI, and I ran into him at CMC in the long-term offender program, and I really hope he's out. And I don't know if I could ever get him on the channel, but I met him in Youth Authority, and yeah, he was quite a dude, man. Still is. Yeah. Yeah, she is amazing, and I'm blessed to have her, brother. I really am. Yeah, the laws in America are pretty bad, But I was listening to the radio. I went down to a dental lab today, and I was listening to the guy at a talk show on. Evidently, Gavin Newsom did the State of the State address last night, and a couple things. People are pissed off at the way he's treating criminal justice. They think he's being too lenient and he's not being effective because in California, you can smash and grab shit up to a certain amount of money and you're not going to jail. You go to jail for 10 days a split. So we have a lot of people running into businesses and smashing shit up, loading up their stuff and walking out the front door, and a bunch of other crimes going on, which, crime is crime, I mean, if you, I did some shit when I was younger I'm not proud of. I didn't do anything like that, but I mean, what I like, how do you speak of it? Yeah, he did. Yeah. He sold out to the woke for votes. And so the other thing is, California has a higher standard of emissions controls. When you smog your vehicle, it's a higher level. It takes, it's harder to pass smog in your vehicle. Trump said California can't have their own emission standards, but let's go. Brando Biden did away with it, so now California is going to have higher emission standards. So it's going to be harder to register your car in California now. They're trying to big push for electric shit. So I think and then some states it's not. Still a lot of hunger. Have you guys come to Santa Monica Beach? That's right, up high. Thank you. So, what did I cook in prison? Well, when I was getting tobacco, I had a little homeboy Sleepy, some black dude from San Diego that I knew in Lancaster. He was in a butcher shop, so I would slide him cigarettes, and he would bring me, raw hamburger, hot links, chicken on the bone. I wasn't a big fan of it. It takes too long to cook and to sell, but like chicken, like parts, like pieces of chicken, hamburger, beef tips. And so like one time I made a meatballs, right? Then I had, what's up, Whack? I would always have pasta, rice, and oatmeal in these big pickle jars on my shelf. So I would make meatballs and throw it in with the pasta. Tomato sauce is hard. Yeah, I'd use a stinger in a bucket. So you get a 5-gallon bucket, you boil the water with a stinger, you put the meatballs or hamburger patties or chicken, whatever you're cooking, in a trash bag and put it in the water, and it boils it. And so then, it boils it in the bag. That's how you cook it. If they take your stinger, you can get another one. Take your bucket, you can get another one. Whatever, You know what I'm saying? So that's how we cooked. I used to like to make hamburgers. Really, I like hamburgers. I like the chicken, but as far as packaged goods, Chata sells beef barbacoa in a little pouch. I like that. I make burritos. I like making burritos. Um, they had these Thai palace soups. They're like rice noodles with curry packet and little dried vegetables. Those are pretty good. And then you can mix it with chicken and shit. Yeah, You know what I mean? That's right, Whack. Thank you. I did cook some hamburgers with a light. Um, let's see. That's right. Yeah, we had stingers in Preston. So yeah, I left Preston in 1978, and that was it's all she wrote for me. Yeah, so you get a halogen lamp, put it in a cookie can, and cook like that. But it got so damn hot it melted my plastic toolbox that I used to keep my art supplies in. Prisons. It's not the same anymore. You can't get the shit that we used to get. Like you can't have your own Levi's. I had Pendletons, Levi's, different colored tank top shirts, different kind. I had a Frisco Chopper shirt. You can have all that shit. I had a Dago Chopper shirt. You can't have all that now. You can't have any of that shit. Wow. So you're 10 years ahead of me. Wow, I was 10 years behind you. Because I left there in 68, I was 7 years old, But man, Preston was quite a place, But yeah. it was the beginning of the end for me, really. You know, I was headed straight to prison when I left there, and I didn't even know it. That's what Preston did for me. You know. Well, folks, it's about that time. The castle, bro. That place, the castle was closed when I was there, but I lived in Tamarack. The hole, I paroled from the hole. Right down the other back side of the castle. They have self-guided tours at Preston now, and they have guided tours. They're trying to raise money to save the castle. Uh, don't get fooled, Debbie. Prison is different, but it's not that soft. Not in California. People are still getting stabbed up and dying. So you know what I mean. It's not a pretty place, no matter how you cut it. Prison sucks. It's not the same. So when someone said, "What's the hardest prison you ever been at?" For me, they say it's haunted. San Quentin was the hardest place I ever been because it was violent. You could die. People were on edge all the time. It's a high stress place. It's just a motherfucker, man. But now it's a different kind of thing. You can be in another place now. The violence isn't as much. It's still there. They don't shoot you as they will shoot you if you're stabbing somebody. I think Wes Watson's a fucking lying sack of shit and a fucking turd who, yeah, 1 second on that. But so prison is a different kind of stress now. You got nothing. There's no hobby. A lot of guys don't get family visits anymore. There's very little yard time. They regulate your yard time. They regulate your radios, TVs, packages. They regulate the clothes you wear. Everything is different now. It's a different kind of stress. That's why it's hard to say, what's that? What's a vintage documentary called Tattooed Tears? I'll have to check that out. All of 3, 4 about the business. Yep. Thank you. Thanks, Troy. Yep. Now this guy right here. Hey, look, I had a guy got at me on Instagram. That's right, NT. Thank you. No, we don't get those. They're not as solid, but they're still killing people. And so this dude had some problems in prison, and he's still kind of being haunted by it, and he needed someone to talk to about it. And he said he contacted Mr. Wes Squatson, and he wanted to charge him $200 an hour to talk to him about it. This is a motherfucker who is in prison having somebody who's got issues from when they were in prison say, "Hey, bro," right? So we chatted, and hopefully I helped him out. Yeah, gee, there you go. That's what I like hearing. It didn't take long. I'm pretty well grounded. Thank you, brother. So Wes Watson is a phony. Wes Watson lies. Wes Watson was never in a lot of the places he says he was. He was definitely not a shot caller. He was using dope in prison. You can watch Prison Point of View and check Splinter out. He talks about Wes Watson. Wes Watson got some people in trouble with some of the shit he talked about on his channel. Thank you, Debbie. Wes Watson's a phony and a fraud, and he's using this prison persona, drill sergeant fucking bullshit to make money. And he's making a lot of money. So I mean, you know, holy cannon, you know, so whatever. I mean, that's sure that's good for him, but for the people that follow him and hang on his every word, you know, he's a liar and he's a turd. So, and he's probably a steroid using fucking midget, you know. I mean, I'm 6'4", I'm a fat fucker now, but I still got a little something in me. But that dude, you know, he's like 5'5", and you know, not that there's anything wrong with that, but you know, you pump yourself full of steroids and you got arms about that long, it's easy to look huge, you know. I don't like the guy, you know, and I didn't start off that way. So good night, Debbie. Yeah, so you know, that's hope that answers that. But good night, Smitty Kyles. Good night, folks. Everything comes around, especially for guys like him. I agree, brother. I'm gonna have to cut it loose, get a shower, get ready for the bed. I gotta take the wife down to the train station tomorrow. We do members only lives on Saturdays, but she's gonna be with the kids, so I'm gonna have to figure out how to do it. Yeah, he's hitting that juice, brother. You guys have a good night. Good night, Oos. The utmost love and respect to you. Get out there and do it hard. We love you guys. You guys take care of yourselves. We got your light weight on. That's right, left lane. I love you guys, man. I love chatting with you. I love coming on here, these lives. You guys keep me in check. Trust me. Eric, how you doing, brother? You were not a jerk, my friend. Trust me. You know, you're not a jerk, you know. Thank you, Donette. Have a good night. Later, brother. Good night, Smitty. You know, Eric, we love you. We're signing off right now, but I love you guys, man. You guys keep me accountable, and I need it. So I will do a live Saturday night. I don't know how to do the members only live because she does all my logins. If I can figure it out, it'll be members. If not, it'll just be live. But I will see you guys Saturday night. Smoking Brian Snowden, thank you so much for that. Connor Lewis, guys, have a good night. Donette, Smitty, Andrew, everybody, left lane, Jake. Much love and respect to all you. Get out there, do it hard. Don't let no one stop you from accomplishing your fucking dreams and your goals. Stay on track and do it right and do it hard. Thank you, folks. Good night, Oos. Good night, Trav. Good night, folks. Thank you.